Hi, everybody. On a Monday afternoon, some of the weather modeling absolutely right, where it showed that we would have more scattered shower activity early this morning and then less and less as we have gone through the day. There are some scattered showers out there on this Monday, but overall pretty quiet. And I still think the rain chance will completely become zero during the day Tuesday. And then we're off and running with some dry weather. So pretty much focusing on Northwest holiday travel around our region. I grabbed these past cameras earlier. There's Santiam up in the Cascades. Clearly there's snow roadside. I mean, they have what 2 feet of snow at 5,000 feet, and then you get up above 5,000 feet in the Cascades, and you've got 50 some inches of snow. So there's a lot of snow up there. But Santiam, 32 degrees, in pretty good shape. Siskiyou Summit above freezing, that's totally wet. And then Cabbage Hill out over the Blues, even warmer, 37 degrees, totally clean. And I'm not expecting any of these passes to really become bad over the next couple of days. And in many cases, we're actually looking at dry weather taking hold. Now, with that said, I am also going to get into the the National Weather Service, NWS, their warning map, which includes some winter storm warnings over in the Utah, Salt Lake City area, and then also mainly the Sierra and the Tahoe Basin. Not included in this winter storm warning is the Siskiyou Summit travel coming out of Oregon into California, and I'll get into that in just a second. But the news is good. It's been well documented at this point that the moisture chance here locally shuts off tomorrow, and then we go on a pretty good stretch of a long stretch, in fact, of dry weather. The Momentous Wealth podcast is my sponsor. Big thank you to them. You can listen on Apple Podcast and on Spotify. These are investment topics for you to choose from. Local firm Momentous Wealth Management, located and licensed in Oregon and Washington. So check them out. Okay, let's get you back to the National Weather Service warning map. So here it is. Nationally, it's pretty quiet, right? So these kind of pinkish tones, the winter storm warning, which includes the Tahoe Basin, and I wrote this information down. This is in effect through Wednesday morning. The Tahoe Basin, 1 to 2 feet at 7,000 feet. Now that would impact the I-80 summit, Donner Summit, which is 8,000 feet, that runs between Sacramento and Lake Tahoe. But notice no warning up in the Siskiyou Summit, where it's going to be much drier and much warmer. So no concerns there. Over in Utah, winter storm warning in effect starting this afternoon, later this afternoon, and running all the way into Wednesday morning. This is mostly for the mountains, but Salt Lake City, of course, is a hub for Delta Airlines, and their local forecast in the metro of Salt Lake calling for snow Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. So this is just something to keep an eye on if you're traveling through Salt Lake. But otherwise, hitting the roads and driving through Oregon and Washington in the coming days into Thanksgiving and actually coming home over this upcoming weekend, I don't see any issues, which is absolutely terrific news. We're going to be getting into days and days of dry weather. So the forecast, which has been really consistent on this point, see the low right here? This is the 500 millibar, 18,000 foot flow pattern. This trough is starting to become more narrow. It has been big and wide. And the low that's anchoring it, and there have been several, but the current low is still expected to completely dissolve or wash out, if you will, during the day tomorrow. And that will end the threat of any rain. And if you look over to the right, you can see the next weather system is way back here. And we're going to be looking at high pressure ridging aloft and at the surface building in. And that's going to give us the days and days of dry weather. So first, let's look at the European upper level flow pattern, which basically is going to tell you what I just pointed out. Here we are this afternoon at 4 p.m. Seeing that. By the way, see the trough axis? See how it lays down, kind of a positive trough axis? See how it's what we call laying down, where the axis is oriented from the northeast to the southwest. That's a weakening. See how this one is oriented more from the northwest to the southeast? That's a stronger trough axis, more of a storm that's in its heyday. So just something to look at when you look at what we call the axis lines of the trough. Anyway, this is working out, and here is tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. What's left of the trough has now moved inland. No more troughing out to sea at all in our local area. Here's a big 570 high, and that's the ridging. It's going to give us dry weather on Wednesday, also on Thanksgiving Day. Now, see up here, if you follow my cursor coming out of the Gulf of Alaska, this is that little clipper system. that the modeling at times has shown it coming far enough south that it would give us a shower chance on Friday. That's what the modeling was showing last night. Now this afternoon, the modeling's back to keeping it well to our north, which is what you're seeing here, which we would stay dry on Friday. But ultimately, on this Monday, the models are back and forth. So for right now, just note the only chance of rain at all between this Wednesday and this upcoming Sunday would be on Friday, and that chance is in the slight department right now. Here is strong ridging going into Saturday and Sunday. Some people, of course, don't come home until Monday. We're still dry. And then eventually back in here, going into Tuesday, there is several pushes of warm air trying to develop, moisture trying to move in. Some of the modeling is pushing that back, but at the earliest, we would see developing showers in the PM hours of Monday. And right now, Monday is trending more and more like it's going to be dry in our local area. Now, what's going on at the surface? We talked about the ridging and the dry weather. I talked about this one, and I talked to you yesterday on Sunday. Here's Wednesday morning. See the H's? This is broad surface high. No wind pattern, no pressure gradient, just calm winds, including out in the gorge. So that would allow us to clear out and clash with the dew point at night, which will bring us some fog. And because of a light wind pattern, make it difficult for the fog to clear. And I've talked about this too. I mean, right now on paper, Thanksgiving looks like, wow, what a beautiful sunny afternoon. But if we get really foggy in the morning on Thursday, maybe the fog never clears. And all of a sudden it's an overcast day and it's much chillier than what we were expecting. Now, because the flow pattern is not east though, dew points aren't going to get super low. So maybe we don't have anybody get below 30, and maybe even folks that cool to 30 or 32 are just scattered. So that wouldn't be all that cold. I do see east winds kicking into that surface ridge pattern on Saturday and Sunday, which of course, with Aries in the wind, keeps you warmer at night, but also sets a table for calm wind areas to dip well into the 20s. That's just coming Saturday and Sunday. And the east wind should prohibit the fog and bring us beautiful sunshine for the actual weekend days. Okay, a reminder, you can check out my 19 property live camera resort. Look at the coast, Depot Bay. My goodness, just gorgeous from the Channel House. Cloudiness, it looks like a shower over Tillamook Head right now. There's some sun breaking through Willamette Valley Vineyard south of Salem. There's Persimmon Golf Club out on the east side. Across the river on the east side, Camas Meadows has a little bit of sun. Sun River had snow on the ground this morning, and now they've lost it. I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were disappointed that they were going to get to Sun River and all the snow was going to be gone. Well, it has disappeared today. So to that person's point, sometimes that's the way it goes. The Oregon Garden Resort getting ready to open, I think this weekend, their Holiday Village there, always a big holiday attraction. So ho, ho, ho out that way. Working on getting this Portland Spirit camera, which shows the Tillicum crossing in downtown Portland fixed. But look at the inlet autocross, more sun in Lincoln County. And then my newest camera is Canita Hot Springs Resort over in Warm Springs. So this is east of Mount Hood. They have clouds. I bet you if I click on this, yeah, look at all the people enjoying the natural hot spring water in these giant pools. So that's pretty cool. I love the topography over there. It's absolutely gorgeous. Canita reopened their hot springs resort. If you've never been, it's really, really worth checking out. Okay. Let's go around the horn. Pretty simple weather. One more day of showers, and any rain we get tonight and any rain we get Tuesday, I think in the Willamette Valley in Southwest Washington at the coast, we're talking about amounts moving forward of less than 1/10 of an inch on average before the moisture chance totally cuts off and we're completely dry Tuesday night into Wednesday. Medford, here we go. Wednesday, yeah, all dry. Boom. They're talking about some areas of freezing fog. There's Thanksgiving morning, 27, 29 on Friday, and then beautiful sunshine. That's pretty nice weather, right? Getting back up into the low 50s into the weekend. So that pretty much goes with what I've been saying. Over in Bend, got to be the same thing. Look how chilly lows, though. Wednesday morning, 20, 22 Thanksgiving morning, 41 the high. So that's cool weather, but there will be beautiful sunshine and probably not much of any wind out there as well. Up in Seattle, let's see here. Showers Tuesday, maybe lingering into Wednesday. There's a better, remember that system I'm watching Friday that's to our north? So obviously the farther you go to the north on Friday, the better chance there would be some showers, but even the National Weather Service office in Seattle is going, there's a slight chance. So they're basically thinking it's dry. And then they are eyeing some chances of rain going in the first part of the week, but pretty much 40s and dry through your Thanksgiving weekend, as you can see. All right, let's check out our beautiful capital city, Salem. Let's see here. Shower chances in tomorrow, all dry on Wednesday, Thanksgiving Day, freezing in the morning. So let's say that there's widespread frosty fog in Salem Thursday morning. You would and you struggle to clear. You might do well just to get up to 41 in the afternoon if that's the case. Hoping that that's not the case, you get partly sunny skies and you're in the upper 40s. Okay, dry through the holiday, but just something to keep an eye on. Here's Newport, where they've got some beautiful sunshine today. There's the dry Thanksgiving Day, 51 degrees, all dry Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Really, and keep in mind also, if the big story Wednesday, Thursday, and a Friday becomes valley fog, the coast in the same weather pattern will absolutely be sunny and gorgeous. So you may want to go. And could be as much as 10 degrees warmer with the absence of any fog, right? Yeah. All right, here's our 7-day forecast courtesy of Hazeldale Tire Pros. We're going to end the rain chance completely tomorrow. We got fog to sun on Wednesday, fog to sun Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, of course. That slight shower chance Friday that is slight right now. And then with east winds, no fog, and just sunny blue skies on Saturday and Sunday. So really good news for people traveling. Unfortunately, the resorts are all stoked because they're going to be open up at Mount Hood. Unfortunately, obviously the forecast is not calling for any snow, but I'm sure they'll be grooming and making what they have on the ground as good as they can. In fact, the bases up there right now, let me show you the bases real quick since I mentioned this. They've got 58 on the ground at Timberline, 54 at Meadows. Ski Bowl's front base has got 25. And I believe they're going to try to open this weekend, at least farm some snow into their tubing hill. All right. All right. I'm meteorologist Rod Hill. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It helps me out. You get notified when I post a video, and I will talk to you soon.